So I guess I should open SolidWorks first.
Nah.
Yeah, but you
Apparently, I
guys,
can't access SolidWorks.
what do you mean?
Engineering students, fuck.
No, just go to the TR general. There's keys and shit in there.
Yeah.
So the way I send the file out, it's like this zip folder. So you just extract it. As I already did. It's right here. And then close this, and then file open, and then you're looking for the accumulator master assembly. Open this up. Takes a minute.
Battery case V9.
It's got 12, almost 13,000 parts.
Yep.
Almost.
Okay, so the way I have it, so when it sends out, is half of the battery case isn't there. No, I guess not. Right. God damn it. Okay, so what's the first thing on the list? Viewing tools. So there's three big ones. One is just how to like rotate like this. And the way you do that is you press down on the mouse wheel button and then you can just drag it around. The second is this little viewing orientation box. You just click this and it pulls you out to this cube thing. And then you can click on any face and you'll look at the object from, oh god. Alright, I should probably open a smaller file so it doesn't have to load everything. Okay, it's better. So yeah, this viewing orientation cube, you just click this, and then say I want to have a top-down view, I can just click above. And this will line you up perfectly, where you can look at it from an angle or something. And the third viewing tool is the section view. So you click this, and you can manipulate how it cuts the part in half. So, and then you can decide where you want it. So if you want like an accurate place. So say I wanted to look down on the inside of the battery case, I could just click this plane right here, and then reverse section direction, and then when I click this and go back to the master assembly, the section view should stay. Okay, never mind. I guess you'll have to section view in the full assembly. But those are the big three viewing tools. So pan, view orientation, and then section view. And in the section view, there's all these settings you can play with. Okay, what's next? Measuring. So everything for measuring is in the evaluate tab. The big one is obviously the measure tool. So say I wanted to know the distance between these two holes. I can click on the hole, click on both of them, and then it'll give me the center distance by default. But say I wanted to know the closest distance, I can just click this down tab, and then it'll give me the distance between the two holes. You can also do the maximum distance. Or say I wanted to know how wide the compartments were for the battery, I could section view, click OK, and now that I can see inside, I can measure. No, don't do that. You can click measure, and then measure the distance between these two, and then you can see that it's 93 millimeters. You can also use the mass properties tool to figure out the weight of a part. This only works if the material is set. Um, so everything in here except for the inverter should be pretty close to the accurate weight. So you can go in here and you can see that it's um, almost 11 kilograms. So these two are the big measuring tools, measure and mass properties. Opening subassemblies. Damn, I just lost my sticky notes. So I go back to the master assembly. This update. So say I wanted to, let's say, open up a module. So I can just, yeah, I'll do the section view. So say I wanted to have the top-down view from inside the lower compartment. I can just click on this face and flip it. Click OK. Then I should have a top-down view once it loads. Come on.
Oh.
No? Not, you not having any SolidWorks?
Not about it.
Now watch me whip.
Damn it. Okay, there we go.
Oh, there it is.
Yeah. So say I wanted to open up, let's say, a full module. So all of the subassemblies in a like master assembly like this will be on the side here. So say I want to get this module and open it up, I can just click through and see that it's this one. Then I can right click it and go to open subassembly. Or if you just want to look at it in this file, you can click isolate, and that'll just get rid of everything or hide everything except for this specific module. Just give it another 5 minutes to load. There you go. And then we can go ahead and measure whatever you need, figure everything out. Or say I wanted to open a specific part, like I wanted to, I don't know, open up this handle. I can just right click it and then click open part, and then that'll just open it up. It'll pull it from the folder. Oh right, this is all one part. Oh well. All right, well let's say you just wanted this where you're gonna 3D print it or something. There's ways you can, there's tools that you can do that with. So just like delete everything else. So features, delete / keep body. Instead of going through and clicking everything, I can just have it set to keep and just click this, click yes, and then it'll just be this part. Then I can Control Z to undo that. All right, so I'll go back to this subassembly. Give it a second to load. For the ESF, what numbers are you gonna need? Or like what are you gonna need exactly from the CAD model? That way I can like try and show you guys how to do that.
From the
Cell
CAD
connections.
The what?
Cell connections. The temperature sensor. Just seeing the temperature sensor. And then fuse and AAR separation.
Fuse and AR, is AR like the bus plate, the bus bar? Or wait.
Fuse and the relay, like the chunky relay separation. So we just have to have a cross section picture with like the cells and then like all the shit in the enclosure above it.
Oh, okay. So then you can just use the section view.
Yeah. If we have the whole, like the full battery assembly.
Yeah. Because it's gonna those things are in the hump.
I think currently we only have the topless version. So.
Of the battery case?
Yeah.
Well, that's because that's how the assembly is sent
Loads?
out. Yeah.
Okay.
So if you want to fix that, you can come into open up go to the master assembly. Hold up, I'll exit the isolate. So just click this, and then once everything loads back together,
Bro, I try to do a top-down section view, and it's been choking on me for the past like few minutes at least.
yeah. So what you want to do is you want to open up the battery case by right-clicking this and then clicking open part. I
Yeah.
already have it open, so I'm not going to do that. But what you can do is go to cut list, right-click this, click hide, and that'll hide every body. And then when you click it again, it'll show every body.
Mm,
Because the way I have it sent out is all of the bodies except for the lower compartment are hidden, because that's what the TAs asked for.
gotcha.
You can also, when you're in a part, you can hide specific bodies. So say I wanted to look inside the compartment without doing a section view, I can right click this top plate and click hide, and then I have a view inside.
Ooh, spicy.
And you can do that with any part. So say I wanted to get rid of this floor section here, now I can see inside of the case. And if you want to undo that, you can either Control Z, or you can go to the cut list and do this trick again.
Okay.
It's much easier to do this this way, because if you want to unhide every body, you have to go through and find the specific part, and there's 469 of them.
Yeah,
So
that
it's
makes
much
sense.
easier just to do it from the cut list, or trying to go through in the timeline here and figure out which body is what. So yeah, this is the way you want to do it here.
Okay, so we need to show them maintenance plugs, the cell connections, meaning all they put for that are, I guess we just have to put in the fuse wiring, like
Like
they need to
model
see
that
that
in.
or some shit.
Okay.
Bolted connections have positive locking. Not sure quite what they're going for with cell connections, maybe for the bus bars,
I
but
presume so.
yeah,
So this is the maintenance plug design that we came up with.
yeah.
So I think the easiest way to display how this works would be a section view.
Yeah.
For some reason, I section viewed everything. But I think you can have it so the section view sets on an axis. So if I just click this, let's see if this works. Maybe you have to define an axis. But yeah, you can probably just play around with the angles here. God damn my computer. Sweating like a pig. Yeah. And you can also do 2 section views at a time. So you can do section 1 and section 2. Let's see what else is on here. Manipulating assemblies. So this is like if you wanted to put a part into like the upper compartment of the master assembly.
Mhm.
I'm not going to do it because it'll probably take me 10 minutes to just put one part in there, but I'll go ahead and open up another assembly that I was messing with earlier today, which is this thing. This is the brake pedal. So that when you're building assemblies and you already have the parts, there's 2 main tools that you want to use. The first one is insert components, and the second one is mate. They're the first 2 under the assembly tab. And the way insert component works is you just click it, and then you have your recent components here, but you can also browse and find parts that you like downloaded from McMaster or something. So let's see what I have in here that I put in. Yeah, so let's put in another rail cart. So I load this part in here, and then now that I have the part, it's kind of just floating, not where it's supposed to be. You can click mate and find the 2 surfaces that you want to be connected. So the way this cart works is it has a cutout and it slides onto the edge of this rail. So I can just click the inside of this cylindrical face and the outside of this cylindrical face, and it will
It'll
go
mate it.
through. Yeah,
And you can still drag it on the axis too.
yeah. I'm actually gonna flip it here because this is the way it's going to be aligned. And so now it's only constrained in one axis. Hold up, let me fix this. If you want to stop something from moving, you right click and click this one. Click fix, and that way you can't move it around. But this component can still be dragged around. And now it's only constrained on one axis. But even if you wanted to, if you wanted it to be parallel with the rest of these cards, you can click any two faces that should be parallel, and it will auto set it. Doesn't even have to be the right one. And now it's constrained only in this axis. And so the way I think we should build the assembly for the upper compartment is we should create a new assembly. That way you don't have to
Push in the big
load the
one.
entire battery case at the same time. Like that's the way I build the master assembly. Instead of putting each individual part into the master assembly, it's all sub-assemblies. You know, like trying to build each individual battery module with all of the rest of the stuff in here is going to take a lot longer than building it separately and then putting it in.
Yep.
And then lastly, pack and go. So pack and go is the tool that lets you create zip folders so you can send them over Slack. It's really simple. File, pack and go. And then you want to tell it to make a zip folder, and this just chooses where you set it. Put the zip folder after it's made. You click save, and it goes through and goes through all the timelines, find the parts like path in your what's this thing called? Your finder or your folders. And then it'll combine it all into a nice, neat, tidy zip folder, which then can be sent over Slack. And then you just extract it, and that's how I do that. Right. Anyone have any questions on like how to?
I'm good. Anyone
Sense
got?
to me.
No? All right. Well, I'll save this video and I'll upload it to the channel.